Got to up and out the door quick. Well, look, you see, still got my sleepy eyes. I wanted to burn some debris and stuff this morning while the wind settled, because yesterday the wind was really blowing, and they're calling for strong wind later today. And while this fog created a heavy dew, this would be a nice, safe fire to burn. Got that done already. Got the new chicks out into the brooder, and as well got the older chicks uncovered and set out in the yard, and they treat that cage like their home. We can open the door, they go out just around the area around it, and they go back in the cage all their own. So that's pretty cool. Teach them while they're young. On other news, other topics, I want to tell you all again, thank you for all your well wishing of when my blood pressure spiked to a very dangerous level, enough that it gave me migraines, dry heaving, bad vision, and bad balance. But there was no heart attack, there was no stroke. And what caused it to spike like that, we don't know. There was one culprit that came in at the time, that was out of the ordinary in our lives, and that was the vaccine shot. So just tell it like it is. But the second shot, I didn't have none of that to happen, so maybe whatever the reaction was with the first shot. But I tell you right now, I'm feeling great. I feel great. We're already a couple weeks now past when we got that additional shot. My blood pressure is down good. My weight is dropping. I'm continuing to do the fasting, and I'm on down into the 230s now. From back in August, I was up in the 260s. A lot of willpower, so that helps out a lot. I want to tell you, I feel wonderful, so wonderful. I have more energy already. My thinking is clear. I'm more driven again. I like to work. I like to work, but I started feeling like bogged down. And losing this weight down, changing my diet. I wasn't eating like really horrible. I was probably just eating too big of proportions. We were eating a lot of considered to be really good food, and in the way it's prepared and all, but that's probably eating too much of it. But now I'm doing this fasting, and I'm going, like anywhere from 18 to 24 hours with no food. And then when I do eat, I only eat something really healthy, something good, and maybe have a small cheat, like one small dark chocolate or little tiny things like that, but not much at all. And I feel absolutely great. I'm not as winded. I'm really out there and getting it. I just tell you, it is just like a big heavy weight was just lifted off of me, literally. And I hope to continue to do that. I really do. And with my success of what's going on so far and med free, I hope that I can inspire some of you that if you're having the same problem as I was, life is precious. Life is precious. So maybe I can inspire you too to step up and do something about your situation instead of being on all these meds and overeating and feeling tired and in denial. In denial. So many are in denial. Always. When I've talked to even some family members in the past year, always in denial. I've never had a blood pressure issue. Let's see, but our last conversation a week ago, you told me how your doctor gave you blood pressure medication, but now you're telling me, thank goodness, I've never had blood pressure issues in my life. Could have gave it for something else, but as far as I know, blood pressure medicine is blood pressure medicine. And then, I just many others that I know. I don't want to call anybody out or anything like that. But, if you got people you love that they want you to be around as long as possible, people that depend on you, you depend on them, this just life, life. Stick around as long as you can, you know. They're going to appreciate it and you're going to appreciate it. So your health is everything. Health is wealth, you know, health is wealth. I can tell you, in this country here, it's so easy to get bogged down and get overweight. And I'm seeing it start to happen in the Philippines as well. As these fast food places and processed foods are even getting a bigger hold in that country, it is happening. In the past few years, I've seen more obesity now in the Philippines than ever. Actually, before I never saw it. It would be a rare occasion to see an obese person in the Philippines, but now I see them all of the time. Mel and I, our last trip, we're just pointing them out left and right, left and right, left and right. And it's because I think so much junk food that's Western influence going over there. So stop Western influencing my Philippines with all this junk food. It's cool. You see those places and back home. You see the McDonald's, you see the Wendy's, you see the Taco Bell, you know, you see the Burger King and all that, and the KFC. And, you know, it feels like a bit of home back in the US and you're tempted to go to it. But the fact is, that's all garbage. Maybe treat yourself every once in a while with it, but most of it is all garbage. And with these lockdowns, so many people were ordering food in from those places, sitting, doing nothing, and stress, and feeding their faces. Um, what's the real lives that that's taken? Well, let's get on and get a new day started.